What? Late. It's late. On that late. Yes. We're gonna try, chat. We're gonna try. Banjo stream. Let's go. It's a little later than usual. That's why we got the late. Lucy, what the? 13, I like that. Pretty epic. Okay. The banjo dead. Let's go. Okay. Let's just get right into it, shall we? You definitely want to fix the camera for this one. Alright. We leveled up. So, if you haven't been in the Discord, I kind of impulse bought a banjo this week for $100. It's maybe a $300 or $400 banjo, but I bought one for $100. It's got this jangly strap on it. I've been doing these YouTube lessons on my own. You know, first I was like, oh, let me just play this thing like a guitar. You know, I can kind of fiddle. I can pretend to play it. Then I was thinking, you know, let me take this as an opportunity. It's kind of too late for me to learn how to play guitar the right way. I've been playing it so long my own way that, you know, if I started getting lessons, I would kind of unlearn all the weird magic I learned on my own. But with banjo, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I can kind of learn how to play. And you know, if I ever want to play it the wrong way, like a weird guitar, I can. But I started doing these little YouTube tutorials, so I thought it could be a fun little mini stream. We can follow some of these tutorials, and maybe I'll thought it could be a fun stream event. And no pressure, because I already know I'm bad at the instrument. You know, I don't have to pretend to be good. 100 bones, 100 gex. The first music related stream. Yeah, I never play. I don't like to play music on stream, but I've thought about doing it. I think it could be cool to do. I've been trying to warm up to that. Like, I thought it could be cool to do like try to make a song in 1 hour stream, you know? Like, I kind of like the mystery of making a song and then releasing it, and then the person who hears it, it's like their first time hearing it, you know? I don't want to take away that magic. I do think if you know how the whole sausage is made, it's not maybe quite as magical as if you just eat the sausage. But that being said, just as a practice, I do think it could be fun to do some like special streams every now and then where I try to like, I gotta kind of tighten up my stream setup to see if I can even stream Ableton. I probably can, and I've been recording enough like random instrumentals lately that I'm pretty confident that we could do a music stream. I think it could be pretty fun. I might make it like maybe a late night thing. I'm not sure. But I do want to do more music streams. I have been thinking about that. I think it'd be fun. And you know, if we make something cool that I want to turn into a song, then it's cool. Like, you were there for it. I think that's a pretty cool thing. But yeah, I just wanted to take some YouTube lessons, and I wanted to stream it just for fun, mostly for the late night gang. Any who are still up. I know it is past our usual start time, much past. But yeah, I just thought we'd play a little bit. I got some tea brewed, some jasmine green tea, and I thought we'd play. Michael, I've just seen Michael Hurley once. Yeah, honestly, yeah. And look, honestly, the first thing I recorded was very like Sufjan Stevens-y-ish. I definitely want to figure out what my style with the banjo is going to be. I ordered some nylon strings because, as you can hear, it sounds like a banjo, but the steel strings are very almost guitar-y. And I think my style that I'd like to play is a little more like the old geezer on the porch banjo style. You know, when you watch a lot of these tutorials of the banjo, I think the nylon strings kind of have that sound more. So I ordered some. I might swap them out, see how it sounds. I think this has its own specific cool sound that could be cool with the pedals, because this is actually an electric banjo. Ooh, promotion. I like promotions. I love promotion. It's funny that the action button for modding is pretty close to the banning button. But we're banning. It would be funny if I accidentally modded some strangers on the chat. Bitcoin banjo, let's go. Okay, so I'm gonna screen share and we're gonna just see what we get. We're just gonna hang out a little. I know you guys got sleep, you guys gotta get. I know it's Tuesday, it's like we're getting midweek, we're in our you know, trying to be productive bag, but try not to be up too late for the West Coasters, but let's just hang out. I don't know anything about this guy whose YouTube tutorials I'm watching. I just kind of got into them, and I'm just gonna grind out probably a few of these tutorial series, just like different styles, trying to figure out what I want to do. I kind of prefer, We're sick with the flu. Oh no, yeah, a lot of my family has a cough right now. I don't know if there's something going around. But yeah, it's gonna be a very low-key stream. So if you're not in the mood to chat or whatever, just chill. You could keep it on the background. We're just gonna hang out. I'm gonna just try to learn some banjo. And to some people, that is probably not what you want to hear. Other people, maybe you do want to hear it. And just disclaimer, I am learning, so it might not sound epic, but we're just gonna see what happens. Okay. So this is the man of the hour that I've been watching his tutorials. I will say his banjo sounds much better than mine. But it's cool. Maybe I'll start with a little tuning. Maybe I should tune first. Okay. Got this tuning. Let's get tuning. Sharp. You guys like tuning? You guys like tuning your banjos? Banjo man. Banjo Kazooie. Alright. Who knows? Yeah, my thing with banjo is I think I want to I love tuning more than playing. I like that. My dream with banjo, end of the line, I want to make like recorded to tape like banjo piano album. But for now, you know, I'm gonna just sprinkle it into our random songs. We've had a few songs that are like country folk kind of leaning. I probably will never go 100%, but yeah, Michael Hurley definitely got me that most of the way there. Hank Williams. Oh my God, Lucy. I'm so sorry if you haven't heard this, but did you hear that Cornblot's is closing like in a week? Forever? I'm so sad about it. And I've been I've been archiving their entire website all day today, taking snapshots, saving every image, downloading the menu. I'm so sad, and we need a New York deli in Portland. Yeah, I gotta go to scoop up all their merch. I have one of their shirts and their mug, but I gotta get over there one last time. It hasn't been the same since COVID, honestly. They kind of have changed their whole service. The food is still good, but that doesn't mean I want them to close. It's so sad. Yeah, I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you, but it is very sad. We love tuning. But yeah, it's very sad. Maybe I should show my archive. Maybe I should make that part of the stream. We'll go through the Cornblot's website. I'll show everything I downloaded just to cement it forever. Maybe I'll make a film about Cornblot's. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how much I have to say about it. I just want to save it. I'm going to make it happen and go tomorrow, yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but I think it's closing at the end of the month. I'm guessing their rent is drying up. Sorry, I'm taking so long tuning. I think I'm kind of getting zoned out talking about Cornblot's. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, we're banjo mode. Drop your favorite Cornblot's memories. I mean, I couldn't pick one, but yeah, Corey and I just used to walk there a lot. We used to live blocks away from Cornblot's on Burnside. And we would just walk there a lot for breakfast. Probably like a 1 p.m., 12:30 breakfast, if we're being honest. You know, they got the lox plate, they got the latkes, they got, it's more for the atmosphere, but you know, they get their deli meats shipped in from Jersey. They're doing it all right. They're making the bagels in-house. They're just epic. They got pictures of Seinfeld and New York, everything on the walls. It's epic. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Okay, we're gonna go to the Cornblot's website. This is a Cornblot stream for just a minute. This is the Cornblot's website. We use only the freshest, finest ingredients. Our fish is flown in from the East Coast weekly, always fresh, never frozen. We use I think they meant to say Thurmans. Check. No, it is Thumans. We use Thumans deli meats, also shipped weekly from the East Coast, as well as Hebrew National Salami and all beef hot dog. So yeah, basically I screenshotted their website in fear that everything is going to be closed soon. But yeah, they also have good matzo ball soup. Yeah, the New York experience. Come on, baby. There's no New York delis in Portland anymore. It's so sad. Guess I just gotta go to the Big Apple itself. Sad because it's a lot cheaper to go to Cornblot's and get a ticket to Big Ol' NY. These are what the bagels look like. Pretty good bagels. I guess we got Ben and Esther's, which I don't know if they originate from the East Coast. I kind of assume so. Ben and Esther's is pretty good. But this is like the unadulterated. Ben and Esther's is like reformed because they're vegan, which is epic. But I like it, you know, you want the OG sometimes. So yeah, we got the menus, we got the glossary, which is funny. Talking about, I haven't read through all this, but I screenshot it all. This is like all your deli terms. An egg cream I have not tried yet. Has anyone had egg cream before? Refreshing drink made with milk, syrup, and seltzer. It has no egg or cream. This I didn't know. Phosphate. Leave the milk out and you still got no eggs or cream. I actually don't know if I've ever had a Blintz, but they seem good. But yeah, it's sad. I will say probably Cornblot's is tied with Nong's, which is still alive and kicking. But yeah, it's very sad. I have a shirt and an epic mug of Cornblot's, and we got the history. We got everything you'll want to know about it. The aroma and the delicatessens. Blintzes are good. Let me look up a pic. I couldn't even tell you what a Blintz is. It is a Blintz. Ooh, what the? Ooh, it's like a crepe. Looks kind of like a crepe cannoli. That accurate? Damn, this thing looks good. What? How have I not gotten this? Okay, this is a Blintz chat. Chitty chat. Oh my god. Yeah, this looks like a better version. Kind of looks thicker, like maybe has mascarpone cheese in it. Maybe it does. Blintz. Let's check the wiki. Let's just sweetened cheese. Sometimes some additions of raisin. I've never had a Blintz. Seem very good. Damn. I like that. I'm into a Blintz. What else do they got? Let me look at the menu and see everything that I have never ordered. That's the sad part, is I kind of always order the same thing when I go. The breakfast menu. Usually pretty much. Oh! Did they already take down their website? I literally just today downloaded all these. Oh my god. I literally, okay, these links are all missing. That means they're in the process of shutting down their website, maybe. I swear to God, I downloaded all these files today. Let me pull them up. We're gonna look at the menu. This will be a banjo. Ooh, with cream cheese ricotta. I like that. And jam. This will be a banjo stream, but I just want to show you guys the hard work I did today. Archiving their website. So for me, at least, their website is not letting you look at the menu anymore. Yeah, these links are not working, but I got you covered. I downloaded them just hours ago. Okay. Wow, I feel like the luckiest man. Okay. Let's look at the breakfast menu, which I did download. They had no idea I would download it and preserve it forever. I might be the only one with this file. Alright. Eye opener special. So yeah, I would usually get like a lox style thing. Corey gets the corned beef hash a lot. With over easy eggs. I usually would get like a lox. They have a lox plate that I like. Or I would get the lox sandwich. Pretty good. Everything they have is good. Apple chicken sausage. Oh yeah, I gotta show you. Oop. No wimpy appetites allowed. That's a New York style, baby. Look at this. I'm the only one with this file. Unless other people download it. But who's downloading menus? I'm pretty sure that the article announcing that they are going out of business just came out today or yesterday. So I think they're in the process of closing it. Let's look at what else they have. Let's see. They're usually closed for dinner. Here's the dinner. But I like the pics. Sloppy Joes I definitely never had. Oh, they're not Sloppy Joes, they're sloppy style. Never have had chopped liver either. Beef. I did get the deli combo before. The hoagie's pretty good. But yeah, it's very sad. There's definitely going to be a void. And their cannolis are pretty good too. There's going to be a void in Portland. Someone's got to step up and create the next New York spot in Portland. Okay. Well, banjo time. Sorry for that big ol' detour. Penguin Deli when? True. Okay. So if anyone's here for banjo, we'll get started with the banjo. Straight from New York. Yeah, that's true. I know that. That's like a double feature. You can go to one after the other. You go, here's what you do, Lucy. Tell me if you are aware of this. This is what you do. You drive in. You park. You find the one spot. The perfect spot. It is difficult to park around there, especially lately. But you get your spot. You go on maybe a Sunday when parking is free. And then you go to Corn Blots for breakfast, right? You get your meal, you get whatever you want. You go to William Temple thrift store. If you know, you know. William Temple in that area. It's epic. Get your shop. Then work up an appetite. And then you go to Escape from New York for good old slice. And then you get your little Coca-Cola cup. So good. It smells like piss. Yeah, it kind of does. It does smell a bit like piss. Yeah. They got a lot of rugs in there. They got a lot of rugs. I think that's what it's from. A lot of rugs and doilies. A lot of crocheted items. And a lot of wooden figurines and dust. But we love William Temple. I used to go to William Temple maybe every day because I was so close. Yes, of course I've met the cat. I forget the name of the cat. Cat is a legend. Whole staff knows Corey and I. William Temple is sicko mode. Very good. Okay. That's that. But it's sad that we'll never be able to do that again. But I guess the new breakfast spot. I guess there's a Spielman's in that area. It's a little further down. What would be the new breakfast spot? There's like a funny waffle place. I wonder if that's still open. There was like a gluten-free waffle place on Burnside a while ago. That was okay. It was across the street from my old apartment. Okay, banjo time. Let's get it. Tuned up. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to hear this, but I'm going to try.
Hey there folks, welcome back for day 5 of 30 Days of Banjo. What you just heard is what we're going to learn today. It's basically the picking pattern that we learned yesterday applied to the tune Boil That Cabbage Down. So if you know the pinch version of that tune, this isn't going to be that difficult. Like I said before, all we do is take that pinch, turn it into 2 separate notes. So everything on the
my
left hand
banjo
is
doesn't sound
exactly
quite
the
as
same.
good as
We're going to keep
his.
the same positions, play the same notes. All we need to do is just do something slightly different with the left hand. So here's a close-up view of what that's going to look like.
Shoot. Good form, you're missing a blade of wheat. Yeah, I need a piece of wheat. I need to smoke a little piece of wheat.
And believe it or not, that's it for today. You really don't need to do much more than that. You can practice the material from the previous lessons, but this is really the most important thing in terms of your homework for today. I would just practice this exact example until it's as comfortable as possible.
Thanks, Joe. What should we name this guy?
Is Sonny Osborne. Sonny Osborne is one of the early three-finger.
Let me practice that. I will be honest, I did this lesson yesterday, but I kind of forgot it, so. Good enough. We know what we're doing. That's the corn block song. Hit the next one. Hopefully we don't get an ad. Cold. Ignore the ad. Unless you want to help the kid. I won't stop you. Guess we could name this guy Joe.
Hey there folks, welcome back to day 6 of the 30 Days of Banjo. What you've just heard is what we're going to learn today, something called roll patterns. You've probably heard a lot of these before, but maybe didn't have a word for them. It's the name for the patterns that banjo players play that kind of sounds like it's just rolling along. That's probably why we call them roll patterns. So we've got 3 different patterns to learn today, and we're going to keep practicing the picking pattern version of Boil That Cabbage Down that we looked at yesterday. So the first roll pattern is called the alternating thumb roll, and that looks and sounds like this. Now you can probably understand why they call it that, because your thumb alternates with the other 2 fingers. Thumb, index, thumb, middle. Pretty simple. The next roll pattern we're going to learn is kind of a variation on what we call a forward roll. Forward roll just means that you're playing thumb, index, middle. Kind of like this. The way we're using it in this example is by playing 1 quarter note and then 2 forward rolls, like this.
What?
Is by playing 1 quarter note and then 2 forward rolls, like this.
What am I looking at here? Tim.
The next roll pattern we want to look at is called the forward-backward roll. And we call it that because first we go forward, thumb, index, middle. Then we go backwards, middle, index, thumb. The full pattern looks like this.
We're gonna pause that. Okay. What the heck? We'll just trust Joe. Let's
the way
trust
that
Joe.
you want to practice these is to isolate them and loop them on their own, and then play them all back to back. So that'll sound something kind of like this.
Okay, so we gotta practice these rolls.
And if you're looking for a way to count these, remember that they're made up of quarter notes and eighth notes. So, for instance, most of these are just going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The forward roll variation is a little different because there's a quarter note in the beginning, so it'll be like this. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4.
Okay, let's try this. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try this pattern. Okay. We're freaking banjoing. Oh my gosh, it's big. What is this one? Out. Out. Shoot. Freaking banjo.
Now you can probably understand why they call it that, because your thumb.
This one is. last banjo.
The next roll pattern we want to look at is called the forward backward. And we call it that because first we go forward, thumb, index, middle. Then we go backwards, middle, index, thumb. The full pattern looks like this.
Good enough, good enough.
The way that you're going to want to practice these is to isolate them and loop them on their own. Looking for a way to count these, remember that they're made up of quarter notes and eighth notes. So, for instance, most of these are just going to be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The forward roll variation is a little different because there's a quarter note in the beginning, so it'll be like this. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. One really important thing to understand about roll patterns is that they're not really about what strings you're playing, it's really about what order you put your right hand fingers in. Because you can play something like this alternating thumb roll, thumb, index, thumb, middle, but you can also put it on different strings. You could do thumb, index, thumb, middle. You could do thumb, index, thumb, middle. There are a lot of different options, and it's really more about the right hand. Just focus on these patterns for now, but what we'll see later on in this series is different versions of the same rolls. They feel kind of the same because the right hand's doing the same thing, we just have to target different strings. So, something to keep in mind, but not super important for this lesson in particular. Okay, so once again, that's it for this lesson. Get really comfortable with these roll patterns, but also keep practicing your picking pattern version of Boil That Cabbage Down. The featured banjo player for this lesson is J.D. Crowe. He's another one of those early second-generation banjo players like Sonny Osborne. He played with someone named Jimmy Martin, who's a really famous figure in bluegrass early on, and then later went on to play with his own band, J.D. Crowe and the New South, and the Bluegrass Album Band. Really
this dude was my therapist. I would cry.
Bluegrass, and one of my favorite banjo players. So enjoy the playlists in the description of this video.
I don't necessarily like. You would cry. Oh, you mean in a good way? Maybe you mean in a good way? Yeah, I guess you want to cry, probably.
Get some listening for J.D. Crowe. Beyond that, make sure to do your practicing, and if you don't mind, subscribe to this channel.
People think learning piano takes a...
Oh, I will never learn piano. Let's listen. Let's hear him out. Why can't I just bang keys wherever I want? Okay, wait up. Just mean in the way where they have perfect couch for him. Yeah. This look comfy. It's funny how the pillows match. Ooh,
Hey there,
also,
folks,
I don't know
welcome
if you
back for
saw,
day
but I
7
got
of the 30
the
Days of Banjo. What you just heard is what we're going to learn today.
churro,
It's
the
a
choco
combination of the
churro
roll patterns we
turtle
looked at
chips.
yesterday
Freaking
and
crazy.
our previous version of
I'm
Boil
about
That
to get
Cabbage Down.
distracted
And in the same way that we
by
combined some other ideas in previous lessons, a lot of this is going to be the same as what we already know how to do. We just have to tweak a few things. So for instance, in that first measure, we're just going to play that alternating thumb roll.
They're like the best chocolate snack that exists, probably.
Then in the second
They're
measure,
definitely goated.
we're going to play our forward roll variation while holding down our shape here for that C chord.
Cool it. That sounds good. They're really good.
That's
I like
the
I've
same
never
shape that
seen
you're
them at
already
H Smart
playing
until the
in your
last
other
time I was
versions
there.
of this tune. We're just applying the forward roll variation pattern in the right hand to it. Then in the next measure, we return to our alternating thumb roll. Then we're going to do something slightly different for the next measure. We already know that we want to put our middle finger on the second fret
How
of
am
the
I
third
supposed to
string,
learn all
like
these
usual,
patterns,
but
though?
we're going to add our index finger here
that really
on
what
the
music
first
is
fret
about?
of the second string. That's going to give us a more full chord shape and more of the sound that we want for this chord, which ends up being D or D7, but you don't have to think about that too much.
Yeah, they
As long
also
as you're
make a
holding this shape,
really good
then we
like
can play a
coconut
forward
Cool
backward
Whip that
roll.
we get sometimes. Well, not the Cool Whip brand. It's called Cocoa
Great.
Whip.
Now let's just look at this first
it's
half
vegan.
as we have it so far. Alternating thumb roll,
Yeah, it's really good.
forward roll variation, alternating thumb roll,
That's why I ignore the
forward
tutorials.
backward roll,
Yeah.
adding the index finger on the first fret
He's
of the
starting
second
to
string.
he's starting to lose me a little bit.
Great.
I was
Now we're
hoping he
gonna repeat
would
the first half of
teach
that
me
again.
more like chord shapes and stuff, but it's more about finger picking patterns, which I guess is good to know, but
Now, this next measure, we have something again slightly different.
I don't know
We
if
play
it
our
applies to
alternating
what
thumb
I
roll.
want to do necessarily. Tim Tim.
Then we're going to do it again. with
Listen to
this
the
D
man's
shape again,
rules.
this D7 shape. So
Oh.
all together, that's like this.
You heard me. You said D7 shape right
Not
when
so
I
bad.
said I thought
Then we
were
just have
gonna
a
learn
short
chord
pinching
shape.
pattern at the end.
Maybe I'm just getting lazy.
Different. We're going to play our alternating thumb roll. Then we're going to do it again.
And how am I supposed to
with this D
remember
shape,
the
this
names?
D7 shape.
I can play it, but I don't know the name.
So all together, that's like this. Not so bad. Then we just have a short pinching pattern at the end.
Uh-huh.
So there's not too much new information there, but we are combining something that we already know. Here's a closer look at all of that.
Tim, 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 Tim.
Because there's kind of a lot of new information here, this is mostly what you're going to want to be practicing. But if you have time or if you're comfortable enough, then feel free to practice the material from previous lessons. But this is really the main event, so focus your time here. In terms of practicing and homework, you want to treat this the way that you've treated the other things, which is to play it slowly enough and to transition smoothly between chords. You don't want to do this.
Guy's outing me.
I'd rather hear you do this.
He's literally outing me right now. Trying to play fast and then messing up.
And if you can do that, if you can play that slowly and that evenly spaced, then you can speed that up a little bit. And then you can speed that up a little bit. And then you'll be playing full speed in no time. Okay, so that's it for this lesson.
And
Make
then
sure you
what,
practice
Joe?
That. Your featured banjo player for this lesson is Bill Keith. And Bill is a really interesting banjo player because he's an early departure from a lot of the things that we've heard Earl Scruggs or Ralph Stanley or
That
J.D.
epic
Crowe
hat.
play. He pioneered something called melodic style that sounds a little bit like this. It, just like the way that Don Reno played single string style, is another way that you can play melodies like guitar or a fiddle on the banjo. So check out the playlist in the description and see if you enjoy some of that music as well. Also, if you don't mind, please subscribe to this channel and like this video. That's a huge thing that you can do to help me make more of these videos. If you do that, I really appreciate it. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 8 of the 30 days.
I don't think we absorbed that one. Maybe I can play the whole tab if I just pause it on this. Probably learn this. But these turtle chips are too dang good. Right. Hit me, tip me, Tim, Tim. Hit me, Tim, Tim. Hit Tim, Tim. That's how it's done. Uh-oh. If you don't mind, sure would be nice to get a subscriber too. It's not hurting anyone if you subscribe to me. Would it kill you? Come on. All you have to do is hit the button. Don't even look at your bank account. Just smash that button. I guess YouTube subscriptions are free, so. I'm talking Twitch mode. Alright. See if I can play this. I don't know. Sounds good enough. Sounds good enough to me, baby.
Drinking warm water before bed shrinks a swollen prostate overnight.
Ooh.
Thousands of men are regaining
Don't
control
even
of their
listen to
bladders
that,
every
guys. That's nasty. Weak. Careful, chat. Am I that old? I'm getting geezer. We're getting geezer ads now. It's messed up. I'm 100
Hey there,
years
folks.
old.
Welcome back for day 8 of the 30 days of banjo. What I just played is what we're going to learn today. It's called a slide. And we're going to apply it to a roll pattern that we already know, so it's going to be easier than you might think. So, first things first, what is a slide? Well, it's pretty simple. All it is playing a note and then sliding up to another note. And there are some technical things that we want to go over here, but at the basis of it all, that's really all it is. You can really slide from any note to any other note. But of course, we want to be more controlled about it because we want to have some sort of musical statement that we're making. So let's start by doing it exactly like this. Take your middle finger on your left hand, put it on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Then, with your thumb, play that note.
Chips are good.
And then, while you're keeping pressure on that string, slide up to the 3rd fret. If you leave the pressure off of that, then you're going to get this. It's not going to ring. You don't want that. If you do too much pressure, you're going to hear something kind of weird as you're sliding.
Musical statement.
It's a little bit too much there. So just normal pressure, nothing crazy, nothing too much.
This is where we learn the side act.
And like I said before, you can slide from any note to any other note. But let's keep it simple for now. That's all you need.
This is where we learn the Jaws
you can
song.
Practice sliding other notes, like from 2 to 3 on every other string.
Guys.
But if you really want to, you can also just practice this.
The Jaws song, Jaws song.
You can practice doing it quickly.
Sea of Thieves? Yeah, same thing.
Or slowly.
A song on banjo, tabs.
Either way, you probably want to make the actual slide that you're doing happen pretty quickly, because if I go slowly,
sharks are coming.
Then the note dies. So I can actually hold this note longer if I want to. I actually don't know what
he's trying to tell me right now.
And then slide. Just make that slide happen as quickly as you can. Now let's actually put this in an example.
What are the chords?
It might sound a little bit like music. You're going to do that exact slide, do it quickly, and then you're going to incorporate that into your alternating thumb roll. It's going to sound like this. The way you might want to think about this is that we're replacing the first note of the alternating thumb roll, which sounds like this. We're replacing that with this slide.
Man.
So if you can, try to think of these two separate things as happening on their own. Your right hand has already been practicing these roll patterns, so you can actually just do that a little more easily than if you had to really think about every note individually, hopefully. As for this slide, there's not really that much to it. So once you have that sounding kind of the way that you want it to, it's not too hard to just put them in order. And you're probably just going to want to loop this over and over again until you can hear both the slide and the rest of the roll pattern.
Man, are you using the picks? No. I know it doesn't sound as good.
So
I was eating chips, so I had to take the picks off.
Not actually getting all the way to the next fret and still ringing. Some of the reasons we talked about before were
the picks
not pressing down hard enough or sliding too slowly. It's just not quite what you want.
Chips
so you want to do a quick slide with a normal amount of pressure. Great. The other thing that can happen is that your second string can get muted. That's because this finger might be covering it up. So you want to arch that finger more. You don't want to do this. You probably never want to do this ever, actually. But you want to arch the finger itself so that it's not covering up the string. So try it again. Finger arched. Normal amount of pressure. So that's all the new material for this lesson. So you want to make sure you're practicing that. But you also should be practicing the version of Boil That Cabbage Down from yesterday's lesson. And as you can imagine, we're going to be combining all of these things in the future. So be comfortable.
Good enough, huh?
You can. The featured banjo player for this lesson is Alan Mundy. He's an interesting banjo player because.
Dear Winter, our vehicles with all-wheel drive.
This kind of ads I want.
Ready. Bundle up.
Bundle up. He's vibing. Bro is vibing.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back for day 9.
Did not play the banjo while driving.
Did that sound familiar? Because that was actually what I played at the beginning of this series, and it's what you're going to learn today. You actually know everything you need to know to play that.
I'm not ready, Joe.
Combine some things. Remember that slide pattern that we learned yesterday that sounds like this? Well, as long as you put that in the first, third, and fifth measures of this tune, you're already playing exactly what I played. So let's break this down just a little more. What I mean by this is that if you play an alternating thumb roll in this tune, you're going to replace it with this sliding pattern here. That means the first measure, where you would play this, you're just going to put that sliding pattern. Then you're going to play C again like you normally would. Then back to our sliding pattern. Then is our forward backward roll for D.
This guy went too quick.
Then our sliding pattern.
He thinks I know the names of all these patterns. I don't.
Then you're going to do half of the sliding pattern because
this is to play
half
the
the
banjo.
measure
The poor
is G.
driving in the car.
Then the other half is D. Then our pinching pattern.
I know the pinch.
So here's a close-up look at all of that slowed down.
This guy's freaking insane for this. This guy's crazy. Guy lost his mind. God, I'm so good at this. Yes. The shark is coming. Okay, what if I just pretend to play it? Let's see if it sounds good anyway. Okay. Let me just pretend it without the picks, doing it my own way. What would happen? Sounds good to me. Good enough. I played it. Yeah.
Okay, so this is pretty cool because this is stuff that people really play. This isn't like the beginner version of how someone would play this tune. This is the real deal. You might be playing it really slowly or just getting used to the idea of playing it at all, but up to speed, it sounds like what people really play.
Okay, that is not what he just...
And that's really the point of this whole series, is just to familiarize you with the things that you're going to find in future lessons. And that involves different techniques and different patterns, like a slide or different roll patterns. Everything we do from now on is doing the same thing. New techniques, new roll patterns, and applying them to songs. So what you're going to want to do, your homework for this lesson, is to just practice this arrangement of this tune. We're going to start something new tomorrow, but you want to continue to get comfortable with this. We're going to use this later on as well, so just add this to your daily practice. I don't think you really need to focus too much on the other things we talked about so far. This is kind of the culmination of all of those ideas. So keep this version of Boil That Cabbage Down in your daily practice routine. Beyond that, your featured banjo player for today is Tony Trishka. Tony! Who, like Bill Keith and Alan Monday, is well versed in the tradition of three-finger banjo, but has done a lot to push it forward as well. And he's done some really interesting things over the years, so enjoy the playlist in the description of this video. Also, if you don't mind, subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video. That's a huge thing that you can do to help me make more of these videos. So if you do that, I really appreciate it. Days of Banjo.
Over? Freaking ads every time. Sad ads. Sad ads. Come on, Joe, what you got? Mr. Banjo.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back for day 10 of the 30 Days of Banjo. What you just heard me play is
We've
a
been
new
practicing
song
for 10 days.
It's called Cripple Creek. Now, Cripple Creek is an old fiddle tune. It goes way back, further back than bluegrass and bluegrass banjo, but it's a really common tune in the bluegrass world.
Oh, there's a cat!
You can hear it on the Foggy
How is he not going to mention the cat?
Now, what's great about this tune is that it uses all techniques that we've already looked at, just in slightly different contexts. So today we'll look at this version of the tune, and then we'll work on some new techniques.
Why is he pretending like it's normal?
This tune and other tunes that we're going to learn in this series. So for now, let's just go through measure by measure for this version of
that thing.
It starts with a pinch and a slide. Take our middle finger and put it on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Then we're going to pinch 2 outside strings, and we're going to slide up to the 5th fret. And we're going to do that slide pretty quickly. Great. Then we just have another pinch in the same position, and then we just play the 1st string and the 2nd string. Sounds like this. Great. The following measure starts with this little forward roll pattern here. That's the 5th string, 2nd string, 1st string, and back to the 5th string. And we're holding this C shape that we have from Boil That Cabbage Down. We're just doing that again.
Nothing is normal anymore. Let's just change my life.
Just the open 1st
I know,
string,
the cat.
and then a pinch.
So cute.
So let's hear that first 2 measures all back to back.
Maybe it's fake. Maybe you just put a picture of the cat right there.
Great. Now we've got this sliding lick we've already seen before. Then we've got another alternating thumb pattern where it goes from the 3rd string, 2nd string, down to the 4th string, 2nd fret. Do that with your middle finger. And then open 1st string. Again, that's 3rd string, 2nd string, 4th string, 1st string. So that full measure all together. This is an example of these roll patterns not using necessarily the same strings that we're used to. We've already played this pattern on 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 1st, but in the second half of this measure, it's 3rd, 2nd,
Banjo
4th,
is the man,
It's really
he's
the
a
same
man
thing, doing the
of
same
the
fingers, so it
banjo.
should feel familiar.
He's a
We
man
just have to be used
of
to
the
adjusting for
banjo,
different strings
he's a
to
man.
make different musical statements. So again, that measure is this.
Joseph, he's a man of the banjo.
Okay, now here's an example of that very same thing using a different roll pattern. Remember in the second measure of this example of Cripple Creek, we did our forward roll pattern. And then an open note and a pinch. Well, this last measure is exactly the same, just using different strings. Instead of doing this C shape,
Man, I'm so good at the banjo.
The 4th string, 3rd string, 1st string, and then 5th string. Again, that's 4th, 3rd, 1st, 5th. Then an open G string, that's the 3rd string, and a pinch. All together, that's... So, to put all of that together, sounds like this.
The cat moved! The pinch woke up the cat. What am I looking at? Okay. Okay, so we got... Sounds kind of like it. Almost sounds like I know what I'm doing. A little bit.
Okay, so I don't think that's too complicated, and for some of you that might be really easy, but it is a new tune, and it's using some of these techniques in different ways. So this is all the new information that we need for this lesson, which means this is most of what we want to practice. I think you should continue to play Boil That Cabbage Down, just to be more familiar with it and get used to those techniques, but I think you should focus on this version of Cripple Creek. And in terms of practicing this stuff, it's the same as the previous lessons and the future lessons. You want to go as slowly as you need to play everything cleanly, clearly, and evenly spaced. That said, you do want to be increasing the speed, so push your limits, but don't exceed them. Beyond that, your featured banjo player for this lesson is Terry Bauckham, another one of my favorite banjo players. Terry is known for playing with bands like Boone Creek, Quicksilver, Blue Ridge, Third Time Out. There's a lot of bands that he's been involved with. So enjoy the playlist that I've put down in the description. And if you don't mind, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video. That's a huge thing that you can do to help me make more of these videos. If you do that, I really appreciate it. Anyway, that's all for this lesson. I'll see you tomorrow for day 11 of the 30 Days of Banjo.
Alright. Well, I think we learned enough for one little sesh of banjo. This was just going to be a little quick banjo sesh, but we combined it with some corn blots menu. I think I'm going to go get a snack. And that's going to be the stream tonight, but we'll do a real stream soon. We need a real late night, but this was an experimental thing. We sure learned a lot. We learned something about the banjo. I probably will still play it however I want to play, but it is kind of cool to learn a couple shapes and patterns. Maybe I should learn some patterns instead of hitting random notes, but you know, a little practice. I do feel like I learned a little bit today on the stream. Kind of funny, so yeah. We're not necessarily going to start, I'm not necessarily going to start playing little folk country ditties only, but you know, who knows? Just kind of having fun with it. Yeah, I'll see you guys most likely Thursday, but if I'm feeling crazy, I might do another late night tomorrow. We'll see. Otherwise, we're going to do a Frogville stream Thursday, some late nights. And yeah, I do like, I'm trying to, you know, I think it could be fun to do some more music streams. I do like the idea of like a challenge stream, like make a song in an hour, so it's like not any high pressure for it to be good, but just see what we can make in an hour. It could be fun. And like I said, I'll maybe tweak the stream a little to see if I'm able to stream Ableton without crashing. Should be able to. But yeah, if you're watching, I'll see you guys later. We'll hang out a little bit later. See you guys in the Discord, and probably see you guys in Corey's chat tomorrow. Corey streams on Wednesday. Yeah, this has been a little banjo night. Love to see it. See ya, Lucy, Creek, Corey, anyone out there? See you next time, alright? Alright. And goodbye.